Okay, so in this video, I'll just be giving you a quick rundown on how to navigate the dashboard on Tidio. So to start with, when it comes to, I guess what you've got here, down here on the side are the menu options. So you've got the dashboard, you've got the Lyric AI chatbot, which we don't use. Our flows, which is essentially our chatbot, any campaigns which we haven't used, customers. So these are actually live customers that are on our website, analytics, getting started, integrations, and then settings. And then down here at the bottom, you've got customer support. Now, when you're managing Tidio, it's really important to remember that when you are managing Tidio, you're managing two projects. And what I mean by that is a project is basically our two websites. So our Chura Baby Australia website, which is this one here, and then also our UK website. So what I would always sort of recommend is when you are managing Tidio, that you will have churababy.com.au. You'll click onto this project and have this on your computer, and then on your phone, which you'll obviously need to download the app, have the UK on there. So at least that way, if a message comes through from either project, you'll be able to respond. Now, if you need to change projects, it's quite simple. You just click down here and it will take us to the UK project. And again, if you want to change back, you do it like that. All right. Now, when it comes to messages, you would go to the inbox here, and this is where we'll see any live conversations in the form of a chat or also as a ticket as well. So if it's a message that has come through, or a brand new message, then it will come through as unassigned. Once you've opened it or I guess started the chat, it will move across to my open, and then once it's solved, it will be moved across to solved. With tickets, similar situation. So with tickets, they are basically assigned to customers when I guess outside of our operating hours. So if a customer contacts us outside of our operating hours, they will have the option to create a ticket, and we'll obviously see this the following day as an unassigned ticket, which will need to be responded to. Down here under views, I believe where the message has originated from, this is where it will show here. It's not an additional message, it's just showing you. So if a customer has messaged us through live chat, and they've contacted us through Messenger, it will show up here. If they have gone through our chatbot, which is what they will do before they can be directed to an operator, if they were on the products part of the chatbot, then it will show up here that they've come from products or order status, shipping policy, things like that. If we head back down here to settings, actually before I move on, when you are in a live chat, you've also got the customer information here. So if for some reason you can't see it, you just need to click on this little box and you'll be able to expand that information. Usually they will have the email address, the customer name, and they'll sometimes also have, I'll see if I can find, here's one of my test ones. The last page viewed on our website. So again, if you're wanting to sort of know what they're looking at, things like that, you can also see the history. So you can see where they've been. That will give you some insight in regards to where they've been on their on our website, and I guess what their query might be relating to. This one here, it is a chat which because it was a test one, we can actually solve. So I'll solve that. and that's been now moved to solve. Now head down to settings. So there's not a lot that you will need to really touch on here. I guess one thing is in regards to, I think it's widget visibility. So here, this is where if for some reason we need to change our operating hours, it means that we also need to change our offline message so that our operating hours align with what is stated in our offline message. So that's something that you will find under appearance and then widget visibility, and then down here as our offline message. I will do another tutorial in regards to this, so don't stress too much. Notifications, so just make sure that you do have your notifications turned on, otherwise you're not going to hear a message. I don't worry about getting email notifications except for a new ticket. Otherwise, web notifications is basically just a sound that it will make. So you can either, you can sort of select the sound that you want. But yeah, really important to have that set up. And then down here, we've got our current operating hours. Now, the operating hours that we have for our Australian website is the same as what we have for the UK. They're both based on the Australian Melbourne time, but obviously for the UK, it will actually be the UK time frame. So as an example, if our operating hours start at 10:30 a.m. Australia time, it will start whatever time it is right then, but in the UK. And the same with the finishing time as well. I'll do another tutorial in regards to updating the operating hours, but it's pretty simple to do. Down here under general is your canned responses. So this is something that you can use while when you're doing a live chat. So you can sort of actually add or remove canned responses, or I guess responses that you use on a regular basis. So if you are finding that you're getting sort of common customers coming or messaging us with a common query, you can actually set up a canned response. And then you can add a tag so you can easily find it. And it just means that rather than having to type it all out, you can actually just in the chat do a forward click, and then it will come up with all your canned responses. So yeah, really a useful tool. Further down here, I don't think there is anything else that I really need to mention. So yeah, that's essentially the Tidio in a nutshell, but I just make sure you refer to the other videos with relation to responding to a chat message and updating the operating hours.